Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to this YouTube video. And now this is a start of a brand new series. It's called Rants for Bants. And in today's episode of the new series, we're going to be ranting about school. Oh, I fucking hate it. I'm basically just going to talk to you about school and what I absolutely hate about it. Every single little thing until this video's done. Alright? Do you keep up with me? Do you copy me? Do you get me? Do you understand me? If you don't, swipe off. But if you're not, stay here, sit, watch and listen. And now I know what you're thinking. Oh, he sat down again. I promise you, I've got some more videos on the way. And if you don't like the videos I'm making, then fuck off. But here we go. Let's get into it. First thing I hate about schools. Exams. What is the actual point of exams? Absolutely nothing. And I know what you're saying. He lives in a council house. He's ginger, he's fat, he's ugly. Of course he didn't get no GCSEs. I did. They weren't great, but they've proven nothing.
Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
They have done nothing for me. And honestly, when I sat there listening to Pythagoras theorem and Mr. Eggity Maths and
the quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared subtract 4.
sat on TT Rockstars with that kid outside of me who's 2 times 2, 3 times 2. No, it's not worth anything now. All it was were a little number on a piece of paper to say, yeah, I've got qualifications to do this. Shouldn't be like that. You spend 16 years of your life going through school, college, all to be decided by 2 important examinations, your A-levels and your GCSEs, and if you don't do well in them, you're told that your life's over. It's going to crumble before your knees. You're never going to make it. That's not how it should be. Life should be about, and school should be about, building your character, building who you are. And at the end of it all it should be is that you are given this card or some sort of passport to say, yeah, you've done well, you've worked hard. It should show what kind of a character you are. Were you a nice person in school? Were you getting along with people? Did you have good teamwork skills? Stuff like that. I don't use algebra, not once. Not once. Sure, I get it. To be a doctor, to be a lawyer, you need to get that real good education. But exams are nothing, man. They're absolutely pointless. They're blunt, they're boring, and they put so much stress on people, and I don't like it. So if you are an exam invigilator watching me right now, why do you say all the time, well, I can't tell you the answer, but I can read it? What do you think I'm dyslexic? I'm not.
Hello, darling, how can I help? You'd like me to read you the question? Not a problem. Just a reminder, I can read the question, but I can't give you any answers. Which one is it? This one. Super. Wait, if Jessica has 7 apples and Jamie has 5, how many pairs are there? Okay, hopefully that's helped a bit. Well, I haven't helped you, but, you know.
Another thing I hate, and I know what you're thinking, oh, it's Ginger's complaining again.
Remember, you can still help. The Help Us Ginger charity to help this big ginger twat. I made this video last week and all I've got is 20 pence to me fucking name, which means none of you even give a shit about the gingers. Absolutely disgusting, I tell you. Help this young poor twat for 20p. 20p, that's all it is. Sort it out, you fucking idiots.
Bullies and school's approach to bullies. Let's say, for example, someone were to call me a ginger C next Tuesday. I won't say it, my mum watches these videos. She don't like that word. Cunt. He said it. Ooh. School's approach to bullies. Let's say, for example, someone calls me a ginger tea next Tuesday, and then I turn round to them and go, on the ground. That's it. They're knocked out. I'll get put away. Not put away like, you know, take me away and put me in the jail cell. But I'll get taken away. I'll get put in detention, isolation, exclusion, everything like that. But what they don't know is a reason as to why I went. And that is the problem with school. They say they're all for anti-bullying. They put the posters up, they get the groups up, and then in the planners when they've got the rules, absolutely no bullying. But when then there is bullying, they do fuck all about it. I can assure you that they don't do fuck all about it, because I had to move schools just because of how bad it was. They said they were going to be as good as they were. They said they were going to tackle it. They were going to make sure it never happened again. You lying bastards. It happened constantly, day by day by day, and I had to take matters into my own hands, but then I were getting punished for it. How does that make sense, Jennifer? I didn't have a teacher called Jennifer, I just thought I'd call you Jennifer. It never made any sense. And then you're going home and taking it out on your parents, and then your parents are taking your Nintendo DS off you, and it's just not good, is it? School's approach to bullies are disgusting. How it should be is that if they get a first report of bullying, they should do a rule of 2. I nearly said 3, but 3 is just too much. Should get a rule of 2. Your first report of bullying, you take it down, you warn them. Your second report of bullying, you get them. Crack them. Hit them. Get the cane out. Crack the bastards. Because if you're a bully, and I'm looking at you now, look right at camera. If you're a bully, then you can unsubscribe. Well, you can stay subscribed, but you can't comment, because I want to get my subscribers up. But still, if you're a bully, stop. Because you're not hard. You're not big. You're not strong and you're not tough. You just think you're funny. But you're not funny. Because if I get a hold of you, I tell thee now, oh, you won't like it. Another thing I hate. Isolation. Now, if you don't know what isolation is, basically, it's a little table, blank wall, 2 boards, sit on a chair, face that wall, do work for 6 hours, 7 hours. Absolutely mind-boggling how that is even a punishment. Sure, we had the thinking corner, the thinking time or parking spot in primary school. You went into another class and you had a sand timer, 5 minutes, sit there, pointing into the wall. If you want traffic lights, do you remember traffic lights? I need to bring them back for high school. I think it'd be well cool. And I were always on red. Don't worry, I won't, Mum. Promise I were a good boy. Mrs. Smith says I'm a good boy, so I'm a good boy. But anyways, yeah. What were we on about now? I tell you, I can't do this. I go off on a tangent and it's not good. Yeah, you had your pinking time. You had a sand timer for about 5 minutes. Then you went back into your class and learnt your lesson. You got a spank on bum. Didn't get a spank on bum. I asked him to, because I really like getting spanked on bum. But I didn't get spanked on bum. I never got spanked on bum. I asked him to spank me on the bum. But no, isolation is a mind breaker. And that is what it's for. It's absolutely pointless. It's basically like, you know, in them American movies where you've got the phone on a prison and it's a glass and you're talking to other person. Take that all away, take the phone away, take the glass away, take anyone talking to you, and just look at a fucking wall. It is absolutely pointless. And my blood is boiling just thinking about it. You think me I don't know what I was saying there. You think me, a person who can't even sit still at home, will sit there in complete silence, do a bunch of notes, do a bunch of work, with no interactions, no food. Oh yeah, terrible food, by the way. You weren't allowed hot food. On my first day of isolation, I said, what do you want for food? I said, jacket potato, cheese and beans. No, we only have cold food. So I'm like, alright then, I'll have a chicken tikka baguette. Comes to it, bites it. Oh, it's fucking salad! It's salad in it! I don't like salad! Don't like a fucking rabbit! No! Absolutely disgusting. You think I'm going to sit there all day, bloody treat like a prisoner? Treat like a prisoner. All you needed now for me to drop soap and have somebody behind me giving me the good one right up me bottom. That's what it were like. That's what school is. It's a bloody prison. You're told where to go. You're told what to do. You're told when you eat. And if you don't oblige, you get it up the arse. Well, not quite, but we had a few teachers that looked like they'd put it up arse of kids. But isolation. It's so horrible. I totally understand what you're trying to do. You're acting tough to make sure that they don't want to come back again. But clearly it didn't work. I knew people who booked the fucking 3-night staying. They said, oh, how long are you staying for? Oh, I just have a 2-week stay. I booked me all-inclusive stay into isolation. They lived for it. Some kids enjoyed being in isolation more than being out. I don't know where them kids are now. Probably in a mental hospital. But Jesus Christ, they were off their heads. I couldn't do it. It was absolutely horrible. Take away isolation. It doesn't do anything. It just breaks you. And that's not right. You're talking like Miss Trunchbull now. I'm going to break the kids. Swing them around and put them in the chokey. To be honest, I think I would have rather gone at chokey than isolation. Because at least in chokey, I'm learning not to get choked by a bunch of nails. Whereas isolation, all I'm doing is I'm throwing a note over to friends. And then when you get caught, they say, what do you think you're fucking doing? But just get rid of it. Isolation is terrible. I don't like isolation, I don't like bullies, and I don't like exams. This has been my rants for bants. If you've got any more things you want me to rant about, go ahead and put them in the comments. But those are my 3 things I absolutely hate and it should be abolished. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, share it, comment, and let's go. I've got a travel vlog coming next. But you can't wait to get myself off my arse and get recording a better video. Let's go, son! Rah!